the rules anyway. Well, you're giving them a shutdown, which legally allows them to do exactly what they're doing right now.
And they're going to do it anyway.
Veterans would be harmed. They wouldn't get their VA
They're already
benefits.
being harmed. No one is fighting for the American people, and it's feckless and it's
Shutting down
weak.
the government is not fighting for the American people. It costs the economy billions of dollars.
This man
People
has
don't get their
destroyed so
benefits.
much in 1 month.
Welcome back to Celeb Insider. Thanks for joining us. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. All right, let's get started. So here's the scoop. Apparently the producers were scrambling to wrap up the show because the guests started fighting. Yep, there was a ton of back and forth drama. Honestly, does anyone even watch this show anymore? Or am I the only one paying attention? Meanwhile, the Democrats are in total meltdown mode. They're furious over what happened with Chuck Schumer, seething about Elon Musk, and absolutely losing it over Donald Trump. It's a whole mess, guys. So let's dive into the chaos.
I can almost cry today for these people, these vets who are losing everything. Why don't the Democrats go out there and march and stop with each other? I'm sick of it.
Well, I don't know, Joy, that they're fighting with each other. They're not fighting a unified fight. That is the problem.
The fact that Nancy is now out there criticizing Schumer, stop it already.
You know why she's criticizing him? Because he should have been fighting for that veteran. He should have been fighting for the people of America that are feeling the way that they are feeling. The Americans that I've spoken to, people that approach me almost every single day, say they don't feel like the party is fighting for them. This is not about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Go out and fight for them.
But it's not about. Well, he had the opportunity to fight for them. Chuck Schumer caved to the GOP and got nothing. This was not actually the choice. Joy, the choice was not between a no vote on the partisan GOP spending bill and a possible shutdown. It was a choice between a no vote and forcing Republicans to explain why they walked away from that possibility of a bipartisan agreement. And the core disagreement was around a willingness to fight, even if that meant convincing the public that the harm from a shutdown was the fault of Trump and the Republicans, because they are going to do exactly what they are doing. They're taking money away from vets. They're going to take money from Social Security. They're going to take money. So let them hold the water.
ABC producers were scrambling to cut the show short. Honestly, they might as well just take it off the air already. Wait, what? Veterans are losing everything? Can someone explain that to me? They keep talking about finding waste in the government, but where's the action? Nothing's being done.
Hold the bag. Democrats in the House were prepared for that fight. Chuck Schumer caved.
They didn't have the votes in the House.
Okay, so it would have been worse.
They didn't even have the votes.
If he didn't concede, it would have been worse. And that's what was surprising about Pelosi saying that, because she knows from her experience as Speaker of the House that the negotiator told Chuck Schumer he did not have the votes. He could not get the votes. He shut it down. And one thing that changed my mind is yesterday I called him on the carpet and said, how are you leadership when you only get 9 Democrats to follow you? But then someone shared something that made me change a little of my perspective. They had exactly the number they needed to not shut down. So he gave cover to a ton of Democrats that probably in common sense terms knew their voters would backlash if they shut the government down. And honestly,
in coverage to the GOP.
Why is it okay for them to flat out lie without giving any details? What exactly was found between US aid and other agencies? And how is the federal government wasting billions of taxpayer dollars? It's insane. Oh, and get this, they're now arguing about a government shutdown. Ironically, that's the one thing the Democrats have been fighting so hard to prevent.
Nobody's fooling themselves. It's a minority. They don't have the math. It's just basic math. There are facts there. It's not an opinion. They cannot avoid this. And if they bent the knee and pushed back just to show the public they were fighting, we would have ended up worse off. They would have gutted it even more.
They're going to do it anyway.
Legally so, though.
Can.
So right now we're in the courts. We have more than 2,000 cases because of Doge and Elon Musk. I believe in the court system. I believe in the judges. I believe the one stopgap will be that moment. But when you cave and say, well, they're not listening to the rules anyway, well, you're giving them a shutdown, which legally allows them to do exactly what they're doing right now.
And they're
in
going
a
to do it
shutdown,
anyway.
veterans would be harmed. They wouldn't get their VA
They're already
benefits.
being harmed.
Now Sunny Hostin is losing her mind because the Democrats, despite not wanting a government shutdown, ended up agreeing with Trump. Well, at least Chuck Schumer did. Honestly, Sunny doesn't know what she's talking about. It's like the entire table is against her right now. It's total chaos.
No one is fighting for the American people, and it's feckless and
Shutting
it's
down the
weak.
government government is not fighting for the American people. It costs the economy billions of dollars.
This man
people don't get their benefits.
Sure, gas prices are dropping, egg prices are coming down, and people are starting to feel a bit happier. But let's be real, they're living in their own delusion. They actually believe the rest of America agrees with their doom and gloom narrative that the country is headed in the wrong direction.
Going to pull themselves together.
As we speak, the courts actually stated that
every day there's some atrocity going on. Every day I wake up, what did he do today?
The courts just ruled that more than 20,000 federal workers have to be reinstated because what Doge did was not lawful.
So you know, listen, be careful, because this is what they want. They want this fighting. They want this infighting. What's happening now, Democrats don't have what they need to get what they want done. So again, people have to get out and you have to march. You have to start making noise.
That's right.
This is now coming back to us. The only way people are going to hear how angry you are is if you get out there. We've done it when people were being sent over to Vietnam disproportionately. We got out there and we made noise and we made a difference. We made a difference. We made a difference when it came to women's rights. We made a difference when it came to Black people's rights. If we don't get up and get out there and start making the noise we have to make, it's not going to change.
Stand up for the veterans.
I appreciate,
Here's the truth. Poll numbers show that most people want government waste to be addressed and maybe even have that money returned to taxpayers. And once again, this show is a total disaster. They're not just divided, they're a full-on mess. In fact, there's an almost 5-minute segment of the View cast yelling at each other, arguing over whether Democrats are infighting or not. It's pure chaos. One person is shouting, "We should shut down the government," while the rest of the table is screaming, "Don't shut it down. It'll hurt Americans even more."
I love Chuck Schumer. I love all these people who dedicate themselves, but it is now on us. We have to do it. You want to save your Social Security? You got to get up and you got to start screaming. Because the only way they're going to understand that you're not going to put up with it is if you don't put up with it.
The Democrats are already in shambles, and this show is only making it worse. I guarantee you, they have no clue what's even going on. And here's the thing, it's starting to hit me. A lot of these shows, especially the ones backed by billionaire corporations, not the billionaires themselves, but close enough, are completely out of touch with everyday Americans. The millionaire hosts running these shows, they're clueless. And honestly, this is exactly why they've lost.
You know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or, I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, or my employees? They hate government. Government's a barrier to people, a barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
In fact, I came across a clip of Donald Trump that I want to end the show with. He absolutely nails why the Democrats lost. And honestly, I believe it's because of shows like this. They have no idea what everyday Americans are going through. None. One of the wildest moments actually came from The View, when Chuck Schumer, who by the way, even Democrats don't like anymore, they're giving him the Trump treatment now, said something so outrageous live on air that not even The View could save him. Check this out. Yeah, that makes no sense. Chuck Schumer actually mocked greedy Americans who want to keep more of their hard-earned money. That's their attitude. Ease. I made my money all by myself. And you know what? He's right. We did make our money by ourselves. That's what capitalism is. That's real capitalism. Not crony capitalism, but hardworking Americans earning their keep without worrying about the government swooping in to take it and waste it on nonsense overseas or endless wars. And the craziest part, this aired on ABC. It's no wonder that Democrats are losing their minds. There's no coming back from this. No way. They're done.
But the Democrats lost big, and you look at what's happening with Schumer, but the Democrats lost big because of the stupidity of, they're backing these 90% negative things from their standpoint. Men and women's sports, transgender for everybody, all of this stuff, they're all for it. And they're still fighting for it. But now they have a new one. We're going to back murderers, killers, and people that hate our country. We're going to back people that hate Israel, want to destroy it, people that are murderers, people that are horrible. We're going to back them. I think that might be 100% issue for us. They don't ever find an issue that's like a good
politically
issue.
Very helpful.
No, politically. I mean, this is not back in Khalil is not a great issue, but back in Khalil is better than back in these other, hundreds of people that are really serious criminals. It's probably a step better than that.
If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe us to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Catch you in the next one.